Hey everybody, it's Octavia Klein. I am going to show you how to shoot your own professional headshot with your smartphone. Having your own professional headshot is like kind of key right now with any platform that you're going to use, Facebook, social media, LinkedIn. You really want to have a professional headshot. You definitely don't want to have like a car selfie as your profile picture, especially if you're doing any kind of business at all on Facebook. And really, even if you're not selling something on Facebook, we're always put like our best face forward, okay? Like even if you're not an entrepreneur or whatever, like you don't know where your next job is going to be and you want to have a really nice headshot on your social media pages. So I'm going to teach you how to do that today. And if you want my free guide, I have a guide below on how to do this. So if you're somebody who just wants a step-by-step process in a guide, you can download that for free below. So the key to having a great headshot is, if you're going to do it with your smartphone, is to actually use the actual camera on the phone. So a lot of people use the front camera. That's only one lens. The real camera on your phone is the back three lenses. And one of the key things you want to do is take a little lens cloth and clean those lenses, because if it's dirty, your picture is going to not look great. It's going to be hazy, it's going to be smudgy, and it's just not going to look clean and professional. So you definitely want to just take a little cloth and clean that up. The other key to great photos, and even when you're doing video, especially when you're doing video, is to have a tripod. So if you don't have a friend to take your photo, definitely have a tripod handy, and you can set your phone on a timer and then you can take your own photo. This is my favorite tripod. It's got a little clicker, so if you are taking your own photo, you can actually use this to snap the shutter of your phone, which is really cool. This is what I love the most about this. This is like so easy to open up. You just push this on the bottom and you pull this out. This comes out. And look at how long this is. And then this can flip horizontal to vertical really easily. Favorite tripod in the whole wide world. The other thing you want to do is take your photos in natural light. You can get, if you have lighting, studio lighting, you can do that. But if you don't have a lot of equipment and you just want to make this kind of cheap, some of the best light is just natural window light. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. You definitely want to be facing the window, or you could be in a doorway. Or if it is not too sunny outside, it's a nice cloudy day, that's like basically like a soft box in the sky, and you can take some great photos on a cloudy day. If it is really sunny outside, you can use open shade. So that's when you're standing in the shade and there's some sun outside of the shade. So you're kind of like standing over an overhang, or you're standing in a doorway. That also is really great lighting. Now, if you step yourself into the sun, you're gonna get a lot of shadows and stuff on the face, and we don't really want that for this photo. The other thing you wanna do is have a really great background. So either like right here, I'm in my clean little office. If I went over here to this corner, not so clean. Or you could have a backdrop for your picture, or just find something really nice in nature. Okay, so for your camera setup, you definitely want to be on portrait mode, not on regular photo. So you can see here, I'm on regular photo with my crew. They're very serious. But when I go to portrait mode, ooh, look at this. It just looks that much better, and I can zoom in on them and you get that nice shallow depth of field. Looks really good. Hello. But you can take this a step further actually, and you can go up here to the top right corner and push the F, and that's your f-stop. And the lower you go, the more dreamy that background is going to get. So look at that nice dreamy background with them. And you see the higher I get, the more in focus the background gets. But the lower I go, oh, look at that, nice and blurry. Oh yeah, look at that, GQ. All right, so that's your settings for your phone. Now here's a bonus tip, okay? So as a photographer, I've been a photographer for 12 years. I've done a lot of headshots for people, a lot of family shoots, a few celebrity portraits out there by me. But here's one thing that I would definitely suggest that you do before your shoot, just to get ready for it. A lot of times we get very nervous about our headshot and what we're gonna look like. A lot of people don't even like taking photos at all. So I personally really recommend doing like a meditation before, listening to some great music, something that's gonna pump you up, get the vibe up, or you can also do jumping jacks. Do 10 jumping jacks, something like that. Something that's just gonna like pump up your blood and get you like really in the mood for this. And the other thing is you really wanna try to smize with the eyes. So in order to do that, you wanna think of something in your mind that makes you happy, maybe something like the funniest thing like your kid did that day, or maybe something like the funniest thing your mom or dad did, or whoever you know, just maybe the funniest thing you did that day. Just think of something that makes you laugh and makes you smile inside and show that in through the camera as you're taking your photo. Okay, so one thing that's gonna really set you apart is the editing process once you're done. So we wanna edit this. I love the Lightroom app. The Lightroom app is free, and it's one of the most pro tools that most professional photographers use, so I definitely highly recommend it. So I'm gonna come over here to the Lightroom app, and I'm gonna go to my library of photos, and I'm gonna choose the one here, my select, which is this one here. And I have some presets. I love the light and airy preset, so you could just do a preset and like totally pop that in here. So this is the light bright. I could do half power, there's a golden hour. I could do any of these, but it just makes it stand out a little bit more. If you don't have these presets, I'm gonna show you how to edit it on your own. So I'm gonna come out of there. One of the first things I always do, actually, before I even start my edits, is I'm gonna crop in, okay? We don't need this extra space over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and crop this photo in and just kind of focus in on the action, which is this beautiful Sophia with the flowers. And I'm just gonna focus in right there. Perfect. Then I'm gonna go over to the light category. So that's right here under light, and I'm just gonna bump up the exposure. Almost all of our smartphones, they just they take the photos very flat, and so I wanna just pump it up a little bit. So I'm gonna first pump up the exposure, and this is really just to your liking. Like, you know, don't follow the settings that I'm doing, just do it to what you think it is. I'm gonna bump up the contrast because the picture is a little flat, so I'm gonna bump up the contrast just a little bit. I'm gonna take down the highlights. I'm gonna bring up the shadows, and I'm gonna bring down the whites just a tad, okay? And I'm gonna bring up the blacks. So that just gives it a little bit more. Now, if I just tap and hold, you can see the before and the after on this. So that's the before and this is the after. It just gives it a little bit more illumination. It just makes it pop. So if you have multiple photos, you can actually come up here to the top 3 dots and push copy settings, and then select all the things that you did, press the check mark. I'm gonna come back out here to another photo, and I can go ahead and paste these right back into this photo, which is really awesome. So I could copy and paste this to whatever photos I took that day. And that's how you create a beautiful professional headshot with your smartphone. Here are the before and after images using the Lightroom app to edit. If you like this video, please be sure to like it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.